Hi, I'm Maggie Parker here at the Paste Studios in New York City with Elodie Young, who stars in Netflix's upcoming series, The Defenders, and the upcoming movie, Hitman's Bodyguard. So let's talk about The Defenders first. What was it like working with this really awesome cast? You've got Jessica Jones, you've got like all these superheroes, Mike Coulter, like everyone. What was that like?
It was just like a family reunion without having, met my family members before. Yeah. So it felt very, very just warm and organic, just being, all of us on set. And we had this nice addition, Sigourney Weaver.
I was going to say, and Sigourney Weaver as well.
Yes.
She's just like, it must be working, and you worked very closely with her, it seems.
Yeah, most of the scenes that I had.
Was it like working with like kind of, I don't know.
With Ripley?
Yeah.
She's like, she's an icon. She's the first badass woman. Mm-hmm. So for me to get a chance to work with her for that many months, it was a privilege, really.
So I read that Elektra kind of, I think you've said she's a completely different character now.
Yeah.
How so? How would you?
Well, when they introduced Elektra last year, in Daredevil season 2, she was kind of a sociopath. Mm-hmm. So no feelings for anyone, very manipulative.
Right.
The only, how would you say, like her only weak streak would be the love she has for Matthew.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would, make her a bit more human and, weak in a way.
Yeah.
Which was great. Now we have Elektra. She's back to life, but she doesn't remember anything. So she's lost her identity.
Okay.
And so in the Defenders, it's for my character, it's how is she going to remember who she is? Mm-hmm. How is she going to do this?
Right. Yeah. So would you say she's a little bit weaker now, or is she just kind of like a blank slate?
Exactly. It's like blank canvas.
Interesting.
And she's like she doesn't recall any memory, and she's just. Trained by Alexandra, played by Sigourney.
Right.
And to be kind of a weapon.
Right. So how do you think that diehard comic book fans are going to react to this adaptation?
Good, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And that's kind of exciting. Mm-hmm. I think, when the first time I got the chance to play Elektra, all the journalists were asking me, so what do you think of the diehard fans?
Oh, really?
Have you thought of it when you got the
because they're a tough,
they are really
tough critics.
Because they know their
they get
thing.
mad.
They probably could, but I think, I did it with my heart. Not really, I didn't want to do something right. I just wanted to understand Elektra.
Yeah.
And I did it from... I don't know, I had a lot of compassion for this woman who's very complex and quite dark and difficult to understand. So, and the fans kind of, I think they liked, they liked it. So hopefully I'll be safe again this year.
I'm sure you will.
Hopefully.
I think with them, it's like, I think for anything like that, it's taking a two-dimensional character, or one-dimensional, on paper character, and you have to fill it out. So how are you going to make it the same? I think as long as you kind of give it your all, they end up liking it.
I think you're right, but I think also, what really helped me through the way I approached this character was one quote that Frank Miller had, and he said, "I'm going to bat it," quoted really poorly, and it's not his exact words, but basically he said that. That she was not she's not a good girl, a bad girl. She's not a villain, but she's one of those person with with good and bad, like with weak streaks, and and I thought, okay, this is not just one-dimensional character. Yeah. Actually, from the start, there is depth to her.
Yeah.
And this is how I approached the work from day one, and I think I have. Hopefully, I've carried on doing this time in The Defenders.
Yeah. And what's something that goes on kind of on set or behind the scenes that maybe fans would be surprised to know about? Like, I don't know, just some goofing around, or like, what's it like?
What can I say? I'm hoping that when they're going to watch the series, they're going to be very surprised with the storyline. So I can't talk too much about that. But I'm teasing them.
But do you, it will be surprising, do you think? Like,
yes.
Yeah?
I think, there's a few surprises.
Okay.
Yeah. Marvel likes that. I think we're very lucky to have great writers and great showrunner, and then very, very thoughtful, and I think there's a few good surprises.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. And I feel like you've kind of entered in this world now, superheroes, that's gets a lot of criticism because of in terms of gender. But I think it's really getting a lot better because of characters like Wonder Woman and Jessica Jones. And I think you're a huge part of that. But is there pressure? Like, do you feel like...
I feel lucky.
Yeah.
I don't feel pressured at all. And I think whether it's in this genre where, you know, it's the comics, the hero, the superheroes, or in any genre, you know, whether it's a drama or a comedy, I think we should have women existing, you know? And it's good that we have more and more interesting female characters.
Yeah. And before you even started in Daredevil as Elektra, was it something you noticed in like superhero movies that there weren't a lot of strong female leads? Was it something you noticed?
I think it's more of a general thing, and I'm not particularly drawn to superheroes movies, you know, if I'm completely honest with you. That's something that I would go to, but not exclusively, you know, I'm going to go to the cinema and watch different type of things. And then, it just feels... Or even as an actress, you receive a script, and then it's just a male character, a male story. Yeah. And so I think, you know, there's a lot of talks about it. And then, as you say, there's Wonder Woman. Yeah. There's you know, we have great actresses in, like, straight drama movies as well that are here and present. I'm thinking Jessica Chastain, for example. So I believe that, you know, we're on the right path, and then we're taking over.
That's amazing. I'm glad. So tell me about your martial arts training, because it seems it's coming in handy frequently for you.
It has been on a few projects, yes. Yeah. It's good. It's always good to have something, how'd you say, in the bag, and then you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I can kick and I can punch.
Yeah, like in your back pocket.
Yeah, I can do in heels, no worries.
Oh my God, can you really?
Yes.
Was that part of like training as a kid in martial arts? Like
no, on set. Like,
on set, now you.
Sometimes you do have to do it in heels. So,
oh my gosh.
So yeah, I trained when I was a kid. I grew up in like, not a good area, not the best area.
Yeah. So
kind of rough a bit. So I practiced karate as a kid, and it was really fun. It's something that I stopped when I had to focus more on my studies. Yeah. But today, you know, and the previous years, it's been handy. Yeah. For a few parts.
That's awesome.
It's cool.
And but you also have a law degree. So do you think, like, have you pulled that out at all yet? Like, have you used your law knowledge at all?
I think, you know, it was just great for me to grow up in France and get, you know, general education and go to university. The fees are quite low over there, and I don't come from a really rich family, so just being able to go to university and study in itself, I think is great. Now, when I read my contracts, then it's kind of helpful as well, because I do spend time to read every single, you know, clause in my contracts.
That's probably really unique too.
I don't know. It's just like, it's handy.
Yeah. Do you have any interest in playing a lawyer at any point?
That would be great, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's awesome. I feel like that'd be really cool. Like,
that'd be a dream come true, finally. You know?
Yeah. And so let's talk about Hitman's Bodyguard. That's a fun, we were talking before about how fun those two guys are. What was it like on set with them? Samuel L. Jackson and Ryan Reynolds.
It was just great. I don't know. The first time we actually met on set was for the first day of rehearsals, and basically Ryan was like, "Oh, by the way, the script, we're gonna rewrite things." And
really,
Sam and I were like, "Okay, let's see what's happening." So it was very. Again, a very organic type of way of working, because it's like a brainstorming. People would bring ideas and try things on the day. So for me, I like this type of work. I don't like when it's just when there's a plan or and you have to hit your marks, and that freaks me out. So just being working in this type of environment is good for me. I like to try. It doesn't work. Let's try something else. This is pretty much how they do, and they're very fun to be around. Like they Ryan Reynolds really funny. He's hilarious, and Sam is great and has a lot of he's a very cultured man, and he loves his movies, and he's so serious. The way he approaches his work is extremely, in a very Samuel L. Jackson way. It's like, it's kind of relaxing. Like it looks so effortless. How do you do it? It's like, work.
He's very slick, I feel like.
But he prepares a lot, and it shows in his work because it's always fresh. It keeps you on your toes.
So I feel like working with them behind the scenes must have been really fun. Were there any moments, like what was your favorite moment of making that movie, off camera or on camera?
Every day was really fun. I'm so bad at remembering memories. I don't know. There was like a lot of like really good moments. I loved meeting Salma Hayek because she's such a beautiful person. Like she would just grab you and say Elodie, and I'm like, I feel like she's my best friend. Yes,
that's amazing.
And so like I just felt very welcomed by all of them. Sam gave me how do you say, like a little dig when we first met. He was like, I thought you were taller than, I can't do his accent. But
No.
I thought you were taller. You look taller on TV, like like you play Elektra. I thought you were way taller and tough. I'm like, I'm tough. What are you on about?
Oh my God, you definitely are tough. Yes. Like he had no idea what he was talking about. That's really funny.
So it was kind of the way we introduced each other.
Very casual.
Very casual. It's just it was a really relaxed set,
Yeah. Going back to Elektra, I wanted to ask you, obviously you did a ton of research. You read tons of comics, I'm sure. Did you watch the movie Elektra that Jennifer Garner did?
I didn't. It's not something I came across before this project. And then once I got it, I just wanted to have my own spin on it. Yeah. And for me, it just made sense to... go straight to the source and read the comics.
So you've worked with some really incredible actors just in your last few projects alone. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson, Sigourney Weaver. I mean, it's pretty great for just those two projects. I mean,
I've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is some advice that someone you've worked with has given you that you will never forget, and who is it from?
From Samuel L. Jackson. Just like really kind of, he didn't put it this way, but I got from the way he works and prepares that he just completely, how do you say in English, emerge or immerse? I never know.
Probably immerse.
Immerse himself?
Yeah, immerse.
He really immersed himself in the material. And so he knows, the lines very well, as soon as he's here. And I don't know, he just like told me a few stories of how he worked with Quentin Tarantino, and I don't know, I really enjoy those conversations. So being serious about it is, as well as relaxed about it is something that I really observed on this set, watching him working.
It seems like they're probably a really good pair to learn that from, because it seems like when Ryan Reynolds walks in, he's kind of very casual, but then Samuel Jackson, who's also casual, but it's he takes his work so seriously. It's probably like a nice balance to
them two
together.
Really works. I think it's I don't know really if they became super close, but the bromance you have on screen, it felt like on set it just worked the same way. And yes, you can really see it. So it was a really good idea to have them two carrying this movie. They are so funny and together.
So fans can look forward to a Samuel L. Jackson, Ryan Reynolds bromance in the
that bromance is the word.
It's like secretly a bromance flick.
Yes, they won't admit it probably. But yes,
that's how the best romances are. Like they don't want us to talk about it because it's so.
Come on,
touching.
They're men. They're men. They're not going to talk about it, are they?
So you've done so many action films and more like fantasy, mostly. What genre do you want to get into next that you haven't yet, or haven't as much?
I'm very drawn to materials of films that are more rather socially driven. You know, I like Ken Loach, for example.
Yeah.
I've always loved his movies. So there's this aspect that I would like to explore more, or like a straight drama. I think, tragedy. Like,
yeah,
I'm so tragic.
It's very French.
I'm so French. Yes.
It's very like stereotypical French.
I am the perfect stereotype.
I feel like you'd be really, really good in a straight drama, though.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
I know that I would enjoy it.
Yeah. And I was reading an old interview with you, and you had talked about how you and your siblings wanted to, because you're from your father's from Cambodia.
Yes.
And you wanted to kind of work on some sort of way of giving back to that country. Have you guys, has that come to fruition yet? Have you guys worked on that anymore?
It's flourishing, yes.
Can you tell me anything about what you'll be?
I'm writing something at the moment.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yep.
So how often do you go to Cambodia? Your dad lives there now, right?
He does. Well, he's back and forth,
right.
But he has spent, most of his time there. I go there as often as I can.
Yeah.
It's a bit far, and I've been busy doing my own things here, but I do enjoy going back there. And at the same time, it's like I have a double feeling about it.
Right.
It's just it's a beautiful country, but it's also charged of a lot of history, and I think people are still scarred by it. So, have you been there?
No, I haven't. I would, but I've been to countries where they have that recent kind of tragic events where you can feel it still there.
You can still feel it. So there is this. It's a bit raw still. I feel like, and. But it's beautiful, and it's my dad's country. So I have a soft spot, for Cambodia and the culture as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it was so great speaking with you.
You too.
I'm so excited to see your upcoming projects.
Yes, hopefully you like it.
I'm sure everyone will. They sound really exciting. So thanks for joining us at the Pace Studios in New York City. I'm Maggie Parker with Elodie Young, and we'll see you another time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.